Excuse me, sir. I'm doing interviews with people who are changing the biotech landscape. Can I grab 60 seconds of your time?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, let's go. Tell me your name and your company.
My name is Dean Ramanathan, and I'm with the law firm Rudnick, one of the gold sponsors to this event.
Very cool. Gold sponsor.
So I'm based out of New York. Started my career as a patent attorney, working with big pharmaceutical companies, universities. I transitioned to Rudnick, the firm I'm at now, to work in more of the capital market space, which got me involved with early stage communities, early stage life sciences, VC funds, and the accelerators and incubators and universities that help make all of this happen.
So you're like a connector.
Yeah, I try to be a connector, more so maybe a facilitator for everyone to try to get the money to the companies where it's needed and try to get the companies to the money that they need.
Where attention goes, revenue flows.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me, what's a day look like for you?
I generally have a number of meetings with early stage companies. We advise them on formation, how to get their employment documents up, how to start filing their IP strategy, and then how to start generating data and leverage that for funding. And then from the fund side, generally will come in when a company is almost at that Series A level, and we'll do the diligence, make sure that everything that we set up for the early stage companies has been set up for them and that they're investable.
It sounds like almost too good to be true. How does a founder find someone like you or a group like you to get started? Or are you doing the finding?
It's a combination. We try to advise companies at the early stage through accelerators, incubators, and universities that we partner with. So right as they're getting out the gate, that's how you find us from that end. And then on the fund side, I mean, that's our network connections and coming to events like this and meeting really interested people that want to move science ahead. And
You're making people's dreams, well, you're facilitating their dreams to come true.
yeah, I mean, there are a lot of disappointments too.
Oh, yeah.
And so, being a facilitator, trying to help companies that do everything right and sometimes just the right company at the wrong time.
Yep.
So there's disappointments too, but it's exciting to work with companies that are trying to build stuff and help people and get new drugs on the market to populations that really need it.
Do you guys have something that you specialize in or industry that you're specific to?
Personally, I largely work with biologic drugs. The firm itself, we do a little bit of everything in life sciences. So med device, diagnostic work, healthcare, digital health, AI health.
AI is huge right now, right? How do you see AI changing the landscape?
I'll take my specialty in the biologic side. In order to start developing a biologic drug, if you had a target that you wanted to go after, you develop some leads on what you think would be a binding molecule for that. Now AI can generate millions of leads and start to break them down. And now AI can even start to do protein engineering and mapping to get even better selections of leads. And so when the company is going into the clinic with maybe 10 to 20 like real leads that they think are promising, it's just the developmental candidates are more robust than they used to be. It's just a force multiplier for really good scientists to be able to get better science done.
When you're looking at a company or evaluating a company, what's an enormous red flag that makes you just stop and say, this isn't going to work?
As a facilitator, I hate to think that way. I think everything's fixable.
What's something that makes you pause and say, if we don't change this, we're not going to make it?
It just depends on each stage. I think for a very early stage company, if you're not registered in the right form, if you're like an LLC or something, it's more like an asset holding company, that's got to change because you can't bring in investors if you can't issue stock.
If you want to be taken seriously, LLC is a fine way to get started to get a proof of concept, but you need to incorporate.
And once you're incorporated, you need to have your employment agreements in place. Otherwise, the trade secret, the IP, you can be a company that's just based on a trade secret, but you need those agreements in place to make sure that the company owns.
Oh, like NDAs, like
all of that stuff.
Okay,
The company needs to be one owning all of this, not the inventors.
Yeah.
You need to see a vesting schedule for the stock because you need everyone to be interested and involved. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I get it. The IP is important. Funds are investing in IP at some level, but they're investing in the people.
That's what I was going to say.
They want to invest in the companies with interested founders that believe in it and that are going to work really, really hard because it is really, really hard to be a founder.
It's so much harder than people tell you. They do. They say, oh, it's so hard. It's the hardest thing. And you're like, yeah, I know, but I can do it. Till you do it, you don't truly realize how much it takes.
Yeah.
How do you look for that? How do you see that in people?
Most companies aren't just a single founder, right? It's a group of really passionate people that really want to bring this idea forward. And that passion shows. It's in the initial meeting that you have with a company. You could tell if this is just some kind of money play, like some vague idea that is a follow-on idea. It's like, oh, we can make money on this too, versus we think we can really help people here. We really, really want to bring this to market.
Yeah.
We really want to develop this product. and the money will follow, right? Like, of course, no one's doing this for free. Everybody wants to also like benefit from the market and the ecosystem, but you could just tell people what the priorities are for people.
Yeah, you get an instinct when you're talking to them on whether or not they're going to be a good investment as a person. What advice do you have for young founders getting started?
Do it. Take the risk. You've got a great idea. If you've got a dream, if you have a passion, most important, if you really, really want to do this, do it. Do it. And I know it's daunting and scary. What if it's the wrong time? What if I'm not able to raise? What if we fail in clinical trials? All that stuff, it will happen actually. But that exit, all of that's not a failure. It's experience for the next one. Or every investor loves a founder that's had an exit before, positive or negative. But if they didn't, if they tried, it's better the second time.
I've never heard anyone refer to a failure as an exit, but it is.
It is an exit.
It is an exit. You made a decision to end the company, whether you're selling it or choosing to divest. And thank you so much, man. It was really nice to meet you. That was sick.